Do you know that worldwide, around 77 million children under the age of 15 are severely affected by disasters each year? If they and their families were a little more aware about disasters and their resulting risks, they could save their lives, belongings, and livelihoods. One way of doing this is to draw a map of our area where we will identify the disaster risks and what resources we have to defend ourselves from these hazards.
See? My house is not in the high-risk area in the map.
But mine is. Look here.
Laily, can you hear me?
Who are you?
I will tell you. But first, you need to touch my head.
What?
Yes, just do as I say.
Okay.
You are very upset thinking about disasters, aren't you?
Yes, but how do you know that?
I also know that you want to help people who are at risk during disasters.
Yes, but how can I do that? I'm too young.
I will give you a special power to go anywhere you want.
But how would I know about a future disaster?
I will inform you in advance and will go with you.
That's great!
Let's start working.
Sure! What happened? Why are you sad, Uncle?
The floodwater is rising.
Are we all going to drown?
Brother, I'm going to the market. Do you need anything?
Look at the yard.
But what do we do now?
Hi! How is everyone?
We are not well, but who are you?
My name is Laily. I am here to help you prepare for floods and minimize any risk of disaster.
Then make the floodwater go away.
I am not a magician, but I can tell you how to prepare for flood. That will be fine.
Sure.
Houses in low-lying areas should be raised. Stoves, latrines and tube wells should also be set on higher grounds. Important documents must be preserved inside tin boxes at a high place. Tasty, isn't it? Yes, this dry food, money, flattened rice, portable stove and firewood should be preserved before flood.
At last, the floodwater is receding. But what if the floodwater increases again before we can raise our homestead?
In that case, you have to go to the flood shelter. But our first priority should be to look after the children and adults with disabilities. We must take good care of Simi. Her movement is limited and she needs our help to go to the shelter. We should also help elderly people and protect our children and women at the shelters as they could be physically abused.
Oh, yes, that's absolutely right.
After the recession of floodwater, we must pump out the table water for at least half an hour before drinking. During flood, diarrhea affects people, so you must keep oral saline at home. Before a disaster strikes, we should go to the Union Parishad chairman for getting prepared. We should meet every day and help people in danger.
There will be a fire accident in a house in the town. Let's go, quickly.
Right now?
Yes, right now.
I have to leave now. There is a lot of work to do.
Goodbye.
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 Are you a magician?
No, I'm just a normal girl.
You want to have some jhalmuri?
Okay.
Fire, fire, fire!
Fire! Fire!
Fire, fire!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
My money! My money!
Oh, you saved us.
But I won't be here all the time. What will you do then? If we are a little careful, this should never happen again. Short circuit is a major cause of fire accident. So, we should replace all the old cables. Keep the children away from fire and never let them play with it. Turn off the stove after cooking.
We might not have water available all the times.
You have to keep a bucket of water or sand nearby. Also make sure that you write down the phone number of the fire service department. In most cases, people die because of breathing in smoke. In a fire situation, stay close to the ground below the smoke. If you are on fire, roll on the ground and cover yourself with a blanket.
Thanks a lot. But who are you, my friend?
I am just one of yours. And did you know that fire is not the only hazard in urban areas? Earthquake is another major one.
That's right, but we can't do anything about that.
That's true, but we can take cover under the table or bed when it happens. During the quake, we have to drop to the floor, take cover and hold until the quake is over. Never run out of the house during an earthquake.
I don't go anywhere without my dolls.
I have to leave now.
Before you leave, please tell us why these disasters are happening more frequently and what we can do.
No one can say for sure. However, one reason for more floods and cyclones is due to climate change. The earth is getting warmer every day. It is causing a lot of damage to the environment, which we are responsible for. Smoke from our cars and brick fields, the wastes from our factories, and the excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides in our crop fields, deforestation and unplanned land usage are increasing the frequency of natural disasters.
So what should we do?
We can prepare for these disasters. We can go to the shelters. We can take advice from health workers. Keep our home and surrounding areas clean and hygienic. One day, I will come and see how you are preparing, as there are many things you can do by yourself.
There's no time to waste. A cyclone is approaching the coastal area. Let's go there.
Now?
Yes, you have a lot of responsibilities.
Okay, let's go.
Are you here for a picnic? Leave immediately. There is a cyclone approaching.
Is there? Then what are you going to do?
Only God knows.
But you should try first, shouldn't you? Let's go.
With you? Where?
To your house. Do you have a radio?
I have one. Let's go quickly.
You should always listen to the weather forecast from a radio or TV.
There is a cyclone warning signal number 8 for all the people of the coastal area. Everyone is requested to go to the nearest cyclone shelter.
But what about my things at home?
Only take dry food, important papers, money, and warm clothes. Keep your domestic animals at a safe and sheltered area. Who is crying?
My child. She's with her mother.
During a cyclone, you must give extra care to children, women, the elderly people, and the people with disabilities. Our first job is to take them to the cyclone shelter as early as possible. Now let's quickly move to the shelter.
Laily, you saved us.
It's okay, but you are still not out of danger. There might be broken electric poles and wires on the roads. Watch out for those. Now, tell me, whom should we contact during a disaster? Even a child knows that. Write down the names and numbers you will contact before, during, and after a disaster.
That's easy. I will contact the members of the Union or Upazila Disaster Management Committee UDMC or the Cyclone Preparedness Program or Shelter Management Committee.
Now it's clear to me. I must teach this to my daughter. She is going to be an engineer in 20 years, you know?
That's great. But in 20 years, all of your houses might be underwater because of rising sea levels.
Huh? What can we do then?
We need to be ready to adapt to this changing climate whilst we can. If we protect our forest, in return, the trees will protect us. We can strengthen our households to make them more resistant. We can burn less firewood and plant more trees.
Your job is done.
Thank you. I feel I have really done something to help people. But what's next?
Now you can go back to school and learn more about what you can do. Then we should speak to the Union Disaster Management Committees or Shelter Management Committee to see how we can help them.
Can they solve everything?
No, the entire committee should get involved. They should go to the local authorities like the Union Parishad Chairman to organize a meeting on disaster preparedness.
That's great!
Yes, you are right.